huge. So you're gonna get your choice of the Vitamix. Remember, this is the easiest one to use because you got 2 speeds to do everything you need. Here we have it in black. Classic, can't go wrong, especially Father's Day. Black is the way to go. Then we have the red. For all you KitchenAid fans who love that red, this red is going to match back. Here is this awesome kind of retro color turquoise choice that we have. And then here is this beautiful, crisp white color. Look at this is a 64-ounce container that you're getting. This is for all those big parties. This is for if you have a big family. Think about the barbecues, the picnics. Again, the frosty drinks, the smoothies you can make for a crowd in this. Also, if it's just you, still a great way to go because it's versatile. Again, just 2 speeds with the Turbo Blast blender, so it's really easy to use. We're going to give you a cookbook. We're going to give you your timbre, which is really, really important when you go to make all these awesome drinks. And remember, a great savings for you because we have all our cool devices here in the month of May, all on Easy Pay. So this is 6 easy payments to your credit card of $58.33. And guess what? Not a dime charge for shipping and handling.
That's awesome.
This is Rick Roman. He is our Vitamix guest.
Great to see
so
you.
good
Hey,
to see you.
mwah. Good to
Yeah,
see
we're doing
you.
our little Madonna thing here
That's
with our
right.
microphones. Loving it. Rick, you've been in the restaurant business for a very, very long time.
Over 20 years. Yeah.
There is a reason that the Vitamix is so popular with professionals worldwide.
You're 100% right, Stacey. You know, between the restaurants I've worked in, the restaurants I've been in, if you watch cooking shows on TV, more often than not, you'll see a Vitamix in that kitchen or in that background. That's because the results you get are unmatched in any other machine. And this truly is a unique machine. I'm so excited. The lowest price for a full-size Vitamix we've ever had. But you know, we talk about it. People get excited because the first time you use a Vitamix, from that moment on, you realize there's no other machine like it. Then you realize, why did I wait so long? So one of the reasons people get so excited about it, because this machine is gonna allow you to replace 13 appliances in your kitchen. Okay, it's gonna do the work of 13 different things, okay? So we're gonna show you a list of that, but it's gonna be the work of a blender, okay? It's gonna do whole food juicing, okay? The whole fruits and vegetables. It's a food processor, as I said, a blender, a stick blender, a hand mixer, an ice cream maker. We're gonna make ice cream in 30 seconds, an ice crusher for all those great summer cocktails.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, it's a meat grinder, a chopper, a cheese grater, peanut butter maker. You said it before, fresh homemade peanut butter in seconds, a fondue maker, and a hot soup and hot sauce maker. And we're going to show you that as well.
All those things you can do with just one device.
One machine.
This is such a special offer. Remember, with this feature price, it goes away at the end of the day. It's our hot pick. We already sold out of one color. Now is the time to buy, and I get it. It's a big purchase. You're thinking, it's a blender, but it's so much money. It's not, and time again, people have that same reaction. Why did I wait so long? I use mine every day, if not a couple times a day, and it all starts this time of year. Even the kids requesting those smoothies that are helping all of us, I think, who have a Vitamix now, eat a little bit healthier.
It is, and we're going to start whole food juicing. This is something that you're going to be so excited the first time you use it. We have 2.5 pounds of solid fruits and vegetables here resting on the blades. I'm going to show you how the Vitamix is going to transform this into an incredibly delicious and nutritious. And watch, we're going to start this up. In a matter of seconds, you can see the power of the Vitamix. It's pulling all the ingredients down to the bottom of the bowl. That's the power of the 2 peak horsepower motor spinning our stainless steel laser cut blades at over 28,000 revolutions per minute, all working together with our patented full 64-ounce container. Okay, now one of the things I love about Vitamix is it has all these patents, but we can actually add ingredients while it's blending. So we're gonna actually add some things while it's running. We're gonna take the whole fruit and vegetable. How about a whole carrot, dropping it right in while it's running? How about an apple with the stem and the core? How about a little celery with the leaves?
It doesn't miss a beat.
Doesn't matter. And how about a hard, chewy beet? You would never try to chew on that. Drop that right in. Now we're going to chill this down a little bit. And as I said, it's a full 64-ounce capacity. So we're going to actually add this, fill it right to the top. Most blenders, you really can't fill it to the top like that. With Vitamix, because of the design, you can. Normally we would let this finish, but I want to show you the design and power of Vitamix. I'm going to actually open this while it's running at full speed. And there you can see that vortex from the power of the Vitamix. That's design and power working together. While that's finishing, we're going to make something else, which I probably do 2 to 3 times a week with my kids, and now it's summertime, so we're going to make homemade frozen strawberry yogurt. So I'm going to grab some frozen strawberries out of the freezer. Right back.
I mean, think about it. From the smoothies to dessert, sorbets, hot soup, cold soup, salad dressings. My salad dressings, my vinaigrettes, have been amazing just because of the blending power and everything. When you grind it, when you chop it up in the Vitamix, the flavors are more intense.
The textures, the flavors. Here's a great example. You know, you always want to have delicious treats, but you want to be healthy. 2 simple ingredients. We have a low-fat vanilla yogurt, and we have frozen strawberries. When you go to the store and buy ice cream, you see artificial colors, preservatives. Not with Vitamix. I want to show you how quickly we're going to actually transform these rock-hard frozen strawberries. And this is really an indication of the design of Vitamix. This is what we would call power under load. We're actually forcing these hard strawberries down into the blade, and in a matter of seconds, you're going to hear that famous Vitamix growl, and that means the machine is happy and it's ready. Now I want to show you something, okay? Take a look at this. This is frozen solid, so in a matter of, 20 seconds, we've just made delicious frozen strawberry yogurt. I want you to take a look at this. And I want you to taste this.
I was going to say, I'm going to do more than take a look, Rick.
You just mentioned it before. You talked about what does it taste like and what's the texture like. I want to ask you what you think of that because...
Well, first of all, I noticed you didn't put any sugar in there.
No sugar. I have 3 kids, and they love this.
Never will they want the store-bought stuff again because you cannot get this kind of flavor. It's as if you took that strawberry and just picked it right out of the field, and the burst of freshness and the fact that it's so cold, it's the perfect temperature. It's genius what this, it's like, it's as if it has a brain and can tell exactly what that temperature should be. It's freshness. It's ease of use. It's just 2 speeds, and the cookbook will get you started with all these kinds of recipes. We'll tell you how to make these smoothies. We'll tell you how to make sorbet and ice creams. We'll tell you whether you have to be high or low.
That's right. That's right.
Using the speed in the blender.
Like you said, there's over 250 recipes in the book. And you know, as a former restaurateur and chef, the book is unbelievable. Pictures, great instructions, and these are designed for the Vitamix, so these aren't recipes that were thrown together. But before, let's talk about the whole food juice. We started with 2.5 pounds of solid fruits and vegetables.
And you do it with the pit, with the seeds still in
the
there.
The stem, the core, everything.
So I ask these questions, and I really shouldn't because I know the answer since I love my Vitamix. But somebody might be sitting there at home going, well, aren't those seeds going to be in there? Aren't I going to feel them or taste them? You
don't have to worry about it. And again, this was 11 different fruits and vegetables. Pineapple with a core, apple, carrot, celery, beet. And look what's coming out of this Vitamix. Liquid flowing health. This is just purely liquefied. There's no seed, no pith, no pulp, nothing at the bottom. A lot of times when you use your blender, you see little bits and pieces. This is completely liquefied, so you're getting all that nutrition. Now you could take the same things and run it through a centrifugal juicer, but look what you leave behind, the seed, pith, and pulp. And most of the nutrition, there's actually more nutrition in the seed, pith, and pulp, so why throw it away when you can drink it with the Vitamix?
You get all that extra nutrient and all the health benefits. Again, a lot of people choosing their Vitamix because of the power, because of the ease of the use. It's the best of the best. It's like if you got to go to the car store. If you can afford the Cadillac versus, you know, maybe less. I don't want to throw out a lot of brand names, but
it's a great analogy.
But you know what I mean. You try to go for the best of the best because here's the thing: you're going to have this for a lifetime. The flavor, the freshness is going to keep you coming back and using it day in and day out.
Here's the most important thing: what does it taste like, and what's the texture like?
It's so good, and it's so velvety.
That right there is why over 100,000 restaurants around the world choose to use Vitamix. Places like Dairy Queen, Orange Julius, Jamba Juice, Smoothie King, the Outback Steakhouse, and the largest coffee chain in the world, they use Vitamix. And, you know, think about that, the last one, Smoothie King. And Jamba Juice. I was actually at Jamba Juice. Their entire business model depends on the performance of the machine, right?
They want their customers to keep coming back,
Keep coming back. So they could choose any machine. They choose the Vitamix. To me, that's an incredible testament. And the way they decide that is they do what's called a spread test.
Okay.
So we took 2.5 pounds of fresh fruits and vegetables, okay? I'm going to pour this out on a plate because you can't hide on a white plate, all right? I want you to take a look at this, okay? Like we said, celery, beet, all those different fruits and vegetables, you don't see a single thing there. It's completely liquefied, it's silky, it's velvety, and that is why there is no machine like the Vitamix. Nothing else blends like the Vitamix.
And there's no better time to get your Vitamix now. This is this Turbo Blend 64-ounce 2-speed blender, the lowest price we've ever offered in a full size.
That's right. And here's the best part of it. We just did all these amazing things really quick. What if I told you how easy cleanup was? Simply take your Vitamix to the sink, okay? Put about 2 cups of water in it. Now, if you're doing one of the recipes that's a little heavier, you add a little bit of soap. But in this case, we don't even need soap. You go to turn on the machine. And the design of the machine actually cleans itself. I love to cook. I don't like to clean. How about making the Vitamix in seconds clean itself?
And you know what? It goes up to the lid,
up
too.
Up to the lid.
Up to the lid. So all you have to do now is rinse it out. It's as simple as that.
And look at this. And I tell you this is clean. This is ready to go. So if you're having one of those parties, clean as a whistle, nothing at the bottom. You can get your next recipe, or if it's your next cocktail, ready to go.
It's safe. You never have to get your hand to the blade to clean it. And this is customer top rated. So many Vitamixes have been sold here at QVC, 650,000 to be exact. And I'll tell you what, when our customers really love something, they go to QVC.com and they write reviews. With over 3,300 reviews posted to QVC.com, 2,955 of those are all 5-star reviews. Remember, our lowest price we've ever offered on a full-sized Vitamix. Here you're getting it with the cookbook, you're getting it with the tamper. By the way, that cookbook, no joke, 271 recipes, everything from breakfast to your appetizers to full meals, especially with the hot soups. And we'll be making some of that for you coming up in a bit. But here are your color choices that you have. And remember, we sold out of one color earlier in the day yesterday. So please, if you see one, now's the time to buy. Pick your color and give us a call. So here's your black. Then we have a classic red. Next is that really fun retro turquoise. And then we have it for you in the white, which we are getting limited. 6 easy payments of $58.33. Free shipping and handling. We've had 3,500 ordered just this week alone, and it's a new offer to you. Let me just quick point out right away, too, that you do have the opportunity to buy the dry container. This is a 32-ounce. This you could get for $50 here as a separate purchase, but that's a crazy, insane value because if you went on QVC.com, normally this retails for $144, and it also comes with another recipe book, and you're thinking, well, why would I want a separate container? This is your dry ingredient container. This is for you to make homemade breads. This will need bread dough, so you can do a lot of things with that. So that is a separate purchase that you can get. But again, it's a huge savings if you do so now. And the warranty, I think that is so impressive about this company, is that they stand behind this product.
Yeah, it's an amazing story, Stacey. Vitamix has been in business since 1921, and it's a family-owned company, still family-owned to this day. Every machine is built in Cleveland, Ohio, and when you buy the Vitamix, you're going to get a full 5-year limited manufacturer's warranty, which states in writing, if in the unlikely event that anything should happen to your machine with normal household use, a Vitamix will fix it or replace it for free. All you need to do is send your machine back to Cleveland, Ohio, which is where every single machine is serviced. They will fix it or replace it and ship it back to you, and they'll pay the shipping, standard shipping fees both ways, so it costs you nothing, and you know when you get a Vitamix, you're getting a machine unlike any other. And I tell you what, we talk about 5 years. People call in. We've had calls 10, 20, even 30 years. These machines last a lifetime. And I said it before, you see them in restaurants. They're being used not just casually, heavy use every day, and they're built to last. These machines are unbelievable.
And think of all that just this one machine does. I mean, when you call it the 13-in-1, I think sometimes you could even go beyond that number, but this is probably the safe number. And here again is what you're getting out of your Vitamix.
Whole food juicing, blending, food processing, a stick blender, a hand mixer, an ice cream maker. You already saw us do that. We'll do it again. An ice crusher for making those great cocktails, a meat grinder, a chopper, a cheese grater, peanut butter, fresh peanut butter, unlike anything you've ever had, a fondue maker, and a hot soup and sauce maker. Speaking of hot soup and hot sauce.
It's a little chilly in the studio.
It is. The air conditioning
even though
working.
It's summertime, right? I'm in for some little hot soup.
So here's one of the things that's it's just amazing. You know, again, as a chef, somebody who's been in the restaurant business many years, we're taking basic pantry ingredients, we're going to make a homemade gourmet soup. This is our broccoli cheddar recipe. All we have is leftover broccoli, some onions, a little bit of milk, a little bit of bouillon.
This could be broccoli from the night before.
Could be from the night before.
Okay.
And we're going to make a chocolate orange fondue. But here's the thing. We're not turning on the stove, no pots or pans. In 5 minutes, this is going to be piping hot and delicious. So I'm going to start this, and then we'll go show you some other things.
That's a classic example of something I would have never made if I had to do it with my stove that I now am giving to my family. The kids love it. They're getting their broccoli because they get it with the cheddar soup. I mean, it's just amazing, the creations. Here's this cookbook. Remember, 271 recipes. It's about almost breakfast time here on the East Coast. How would you like a potato cheddar breakfast bar? How would you like some donut muffins? How about the banana split power smoothie? All of these and more in this Creations cookbook. But let's talk basics. Basic things that we like to do with our traditional food processors and blenders, but in a whole better way.
Yeah, that's what I said before. You know, it doesn't just do those really elaborate things we talk about, you know, frozen strawberry yogurt or whole food juicing. How about something basic like processing? You know, you go to the pantry, you look for some breadcrumbs. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breadcrumbs. Well, here's what I love about Vitamix. It can do so many different things. We can take soft, doughy bread, roll it into a ball, okay? Just throw this in your Vitamix. If you're making those veal cutlets or those chicken cutlets, drop it in, okay? And watch, in a matter of seconds, we have breadcrumbs, no preservatives, okay? You didn't have to run to the neighbor. Look at this. Perfect, ready to go to make those cutlets, whatever, meatballs.
I can smell it standing here. And you know what? I always have bread in the house because I'm always using it. I'm not necessarily always using my breadcrumbs. They could be sitting there for a good month or two. Who wants to use those stale breadcrumbs?
No flavors.
Yeah, this is fresh, and look how easy it was.
How about fresh grated cheese? You know, when you go to the store and you buy that cheese in that green can, it's not even in the refrigerator. Who knows how long it's on the shelf? It's got preservatives. How about taking a block of fresh cheese, which, by the way, you buy it in bulk, so it's less expensive. But now it's fresh. Now you're releasing those flavors. This is Parmesan, okay? So now we're going to take this, and if you've ever been to Italy, everything's about fresh flavors. And again, in a matter of seconds, we've just taken this Parmesan cheese, grated. I want you to smell that.
You don't even have to lift it up to my nose.
Look at
That's awesome.
Go to your pastas again for your meatball recipe. A little bit of fresh breadcrumbs and a little bit of fresh Parmesan. Look at that. Sprinkle it on your soups. Why pay extra, and why not have that fresh, incredible flavor?
Because that makes all the difference. That could take your recipe from wow to wowie.
That's right. Just explosive flavors. Now here's another thing. Before when we made these frozen strawberry yogurt, I showed you the tamper. The tamper is the one accessory that comes with your Vitamix. This is also what's going to distinguish it from many other machines because it allows you to do so many different things. We're going to make that homemade peanut butter. Now, you can use almonds, you can use cashews, you can use walnuts. Here, we're actually going to use half honey roasted peanuts, half regular roasted peanuts, okay? Now, watch this.
This is going to be good.
Now, all that's in here is peanuts, right? We didn't add any oil. Again, if you go to the store and buy peanut butter, look at the back of the jar. You might see corn syrup. You might see modified starch. You might see diglycerides.
There's stuff on there I can't pronounce.
With Vitamix, you don't have to do that. And this is, again, a demonstration of Vitamix maintaining its power under load. We're putting a lot of strain, but the way the Vitamix is designed, it's built to run like a racehorse, okay? And if you see here, it's been about 20 seconds. We've already started to make peanut butter. If you wanted to stop it now, it would be chunky. I like it a little bit smoother, so I'm just going to run it a little longer. And now in a matter of, 45 seconds, look what we have. We have homemade, absolutely delicious.
Honestly, this is worth its weight in gold. If you've never had homemade peanut butter made from a Vitamix, you do not know what you're missing. The only thing you're missing is all those added artificial ingredients. This is so fresh. It's awesome. My kids love it. I make almond butter all the time with my Vitamix. It's so easy, and I save so much money than buying the jarred stuff.
And again, you know, everybody wants to eat healthy, but you shouldn't have to sacrifice flavor. You know, we're able to give you incredible, healthy, nutritious, wholesome ingredients, but they taste so delicious. And that's why Vitamix, that's why every time you use it, you get excited to use it again.
Well,
how's that peanut butter?
I have to stick to the roof of my mouth, but it's awesome. And when it comes out, it's a little warm too. Oh, that's incredible.
I do this for the kids once a week. We put it in the refrigerator. We have, like you said, we have apples to snack on. But now it's the time of year. Party time.
Right?
One of the biggest complaints people have about their blender, it doesn't crush the ice, and that's because most blenders don't. You have bits and pieces. Well, Vitamix.
Or you burn out. Have you ever burned out your blender, the motor, from trying to crush ice? I know I have. I've gone through a couple of blenders.
And there's no better time of year than summer for margaritas. So we're going to actually make a margarita, but again, this goes back to what Vitamix is about. Rather than using those artificial mixes and ingredients who you don't know what's in it, we're going to actually use the whole fruit, whole orange, whole lemon, whole lime. Put that in. We have our liquor in here, which is our tequila and our triple sec. Okay. Whoops. Got to add the ice. Most important part.
There you go. So, did you see me? I didn't bat an eyelash. I just heard the liquor part.
You're just right there. You're
I
ready.
was all in.
So,
all right, the tequila's in there.
But this is where the Vitamix design comes into play, okay? Here's where you're going to see immediately, again, 2 peak horsepower motor pulling all the ingredients down to the bottom, creating that blend that gives you that smooth, luxurious texture that you get when you go to those restaurants. And in a matter of seconds, we have... I want you to see this. Look at this.
Wait till you see this pour. Look how
at this
beautiful
pour.
that is. That's restaurant quality. This is the margarita that, because of all the fresh ingredients, they'll charge you $15, $20 for at the restaurant, that you're now making for your families and friends. I mean, talk about impressing your guests, or just, you know, at the end of the day, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, you know, Friday happy hour, just you and your sweetie at home, and this is what you whip up for each other. I mean, talk about taking entertaining and just enjoyment to a new level.
And you just mentioned it. You go to that restaurant. You know, every year they survey restaurants across the country, hotels, people in the industry. 8 years in a row, Vitamix has been voted the best blender. So think about that. People that are using the blender every day in their job are asked, well, what's the best blender that you've used? It's Vitamix. So that's, to me, that's a testament to what this machine is. It's being used by people in their job, in their vocation, and they voted 8 years in a row the best. And once again, cleanup is so easy.
Sold on that.
If you're having a party out on the deck, put a couple of cups of water in this, and you want to go from this drink to a different drink, simply put a little water in, turn the machine on, and the design of the machine is going to clean it for you. And in seconds, you've actually cleaned your machine. You're not sticking your hands in near the blades.
Don't have to get near
and
that.
And now, look at this. Clean as a whistle, ready to go, the next drink. So I think our soups and our hot sauce are ready. I think it's been 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, let's check that out. Remember, we were making broccoli cheddar soup from scratch, and really from leftover broccoli from the dinner the night before. This is about ease of use. This is about really making you look like a professional chef, but you don't have to know anything in the kitchen. If you can follow a recipe, you can make these incredible creations.
So we started, like you said, 5 minutes ago. Leftover ingredients. Check this out. I want you to see. Steaming hot. Look at this. Whoa. Piping hot. So we didn't turn on the stove. Like we said, we didn't get any pots or pans. But more important than just being hot, I want you to see the result here, the texture, the silkiness of this. You know, again, I said I've been in the restaurant business for many years, and one of the things that great chefs pride themselves on is texture and flavor. Look at this soup. It is like silk. This is something you would go into a 5-star restaurant. We're just going to garnish that up with a little bit of cheese. Imagine in 5 minutes you serve that to your guests. That looks like a $10, $12 bowl of soup when you go out to the restaurant.
Easily. And look at the color. That is a testament to the freshness, to just that's eating health right there. I mean, where would you ever see that true green color coming out of a can? Never.
And you can see it. It's just silky. It's delicious. You know what? You use basic, fresh. You want to taste?
Oh, bring it to Mama. No, you forgot.
You know,
I eat.
That's right.
I'm a girl who loves to eat. I live to eat, actually. But.
And then the other, of course, dessert. What do you think?
It is absolutely phenomenal.
See how hard that was?
I mean, this is no joke. I almost forget every time just how stinking good and delicious this is. Now, the fondue I've never done, so this is going to be a treat for me. I mean, chocolate fondue.
Imagine you're throwing together a last-minute dinner party and you don't have dessert. What to do for dessert? Look how quickly and easily Vitamix makes it for you. Now, this isn't just an ordinary dessert. It's an elegant, decadent, delicious dessert. It's a chocolate fondue, but you did it in 5 minutes. You could put this together while you're clearing the table. That's how easy it is. But just because it's easy doesn't mean it's not incredibly delicious. And that's what Vitamix does. It's like, I can't believe how easy I made such an incredible recipe.
And tell me again, what was in my fondue?
This is a combination of chocolate cream, a little bit of orange liqueur, and a little bit of sugar. I mean, it's very basic. This recipe is in the book. 4 or 5 ingredients, and you have, come on.
Why would you ever buy, again, a jar of processed chocolate sauce when you could have that? Here's the time. Now is it. Our lowest price ever on the full-size model. It's the Turbo Blender, 2 speed, so it's super easy to use. You're getting the Creations Cookbook, so 271 recipes to get you started off. Of course, you're going to get your tamper, and here are your color choices. The black, the red, we have the turquoise, and we have the white, but I am getting limited in the white, and I already sold out of the berry earlier yesterday. So 6 easy payments. That's as good as it gets. And if you're new to QVC, welcome to the family. Easy Pay is just a way to order with your credit card and break up the full price into monthly installments, no extra charge. So this would be 6 monthly installments on your credit card, any credit card that you want to use, and that monthly payment is $58.33. Free shipping and handling. You get this home, and with anything that you buy here at QVC, including appliances, you have 30 days to use it. And if you do not love it, then you return it. If you're not as excited as the 650,000 customers who've bought their Vitamix here at QVC are, just simply return it, no questions asked. But you see all the different things you can do. If you're thinking about trying to eat healthier and starting off with smoothies, there's no easier way to go. If you just love to cook, you want to save yourself some time in the kitchen, this is the machine that's going to help you. 13 different jobs it can do. 13 different appliances in your kitchen, all now down to just a simple Vitamix. So let's quick go to the phones because we have a Vitamix user. Her name is Beth. She's calling in from Oregon. Hi, Beth.
Hi, Beth.
It's Stacey. Say hello to Rick.
Hi, Stacey. Hi, Rick.
How you doing, Beth?
So, Beth, how long have you had your Vitamix?
Well, I bought one on a today's special value, and I think it was towards the end of January.
Okay.
And I am just in love with my Vitamix. I have made so many wonderful things. My grandchildren just adore everything. They love playing with it and making things, and I love it. It's good for them to cook.
What are some of your favorite things to make with your Vitamix?
I had thought it out when I was waiting in the mail to get it, and the first thing I made was an oatmeal custard.
Ooh.
And I used coconut milk in it instead of regular milk so my daughter can have it. She's celiac and can't have dairy. And it turned out so wonderful. Added a couple of eggs in it to thicken it, a little bit of vanilla, and served it warm, and it was so good. We use it now for a dessert.
Isn't it great, just all the different things you can make? And I love the fact that you're using it with your grandchildren. It's kind of become a little activity that you guys, can do together. And, that's a nice way to spend time.
Oh, it is.
Beth, I love
They'll
that.
think about it. They'll think about it, know what's in the fridge, and say, oh, can we make? And it's like, sure.
And it's that easy,
That's
you
right.
know, to just do something on a whim because it's quick. And talk about, is it easy to use?
Oh, it's very easy. You just like you show, you just put your things in it, use the tapper, big chunks or a pie, push it in, and I love the fact that it gets hot, because I do a lot of cooking with it.
Awesome.
And then that heat works wonderful when I want to turn around and clean it out.
Awesome. You know what, Beth, I'm just going to ask you because today is a special day for a lot of people who have yet to buy, who have purchased a Vitamix because it's our lowest price now we've ever offered on a full-size model. It's still, a big chunk of change, and we get that. But can you say anything to anybody who's been on the fence? They want one, but they don't know if it's worth all the hype and worth their money. What would you say?
I was a regular juicer before, and what you can do with your Vitamix is so much more. And being able to use all the leftovers in the refrigerator. And I've been using it now since probably the 1st of February. And I would guess that in what I've used from my refrigerator, it has paid for the cost of buying it.
There you go. And that a lot of people do say that. They end up using more of their leftovers, more of their food because of their Vitamix. So Beth, thank you so much for calling in, and I'm so happy that you're enjoying it and loving it. This is awesome.
Yep. And thank you. It was nice to give testimony, and I hope people pick it up. I love mine.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Beth.
Beth.
Thanks for being part of the show. You have a fantastic Sunday.
You too.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Beth.
Bye-bye.
Beth said it, I love that you said it. She's using it with her grandkids.
Yeah.
But you know what I love to hear? She's experimenting. She's using coconut milk. And that's the other thing. You can use anything you want. We've given you a guideline, a kind of a map here with the recipes, but you can do so many things with it. And that's the other thing. You're going to wind up using your Vitamix all the time. It's not an appliance that you're going to use once a month. It's something you use every day. I use it every day.
Well, you know how I made the almond butter? I can take the leftover or make almond milk too, and I make from my leftovers of the almond milk, I make almond hummus now. That's where I was trying to go with that. So again, your imagination is your only limitation, but try it now. No better time to get a full size because it is our lowest price. Again, 6 easy payments of $58.33. The item number is K43087. We're going to take a quick break. We've got much more demonstrations coming up. Tease me with something. What do we got? I'm trying to look.
We're going to do a going green smoothie, but we're also going to make 2 new soups and a vanilla custard.
Ooh, 2 new soups. So if you've seen this before, you really haven't. All right, we'll be right back. In the meantime, at 3 o'clock, our today's special value. Already 1,500 ordered. I'll tell you what, it's our last day. Hot prices, cool devices, and we saved the best for last. It is our Canon Rebel T5 DSLR camera, our lowest price ever on the T5. A $200 savings off of QVC price, plus free shipping and handling. We have the most color and patterns to offer you because we're going to give you a camera bag. We're going to give you an extra lens and a whole bunch of software. It's easy to use. You point and shoot. 18 megapixels. So if you want to blow up the great action shots of your kids and grandkids or your pets, you can do that. And even better, you can take full HD video. You no longer need the separate camcorder. All of this on 6 easy payments for $74.99. You're going to love the T5 because, yes, a lot of vacations, a lot of parties, a lot of celebrations coming up this summer. So get your camera in time to capture all the awesome memories. An exciting time to be in the kitchen. We're doing a little kitchen dance. Hi, everybody. If you're just tuning in, I'm Stacey Stauffer. This is Rick Roman. We are here halfway through our hour of Vitamix. And really, if you have been sitting there thinking, I would love to have a Vitamix, but they are so expensive, this is your opportunity because we have the lowest price we've ever offered on full-size Vitamix, and really the simplest one to use because it's the Turbo 2-speed blender. You're getting that great 64-ounce container. So really, if you have a big family, if you like to do a lot of entertaining, this is the way to go. But don't worry, if it's just you and the hubby, you can still make everything you want to do in your Vitamix. You're going to get your tamper, you're going to get your Creations Cookbook, 271 recipes to get you started. And we have your choices of 4 colors. We had 5 yesterday. We're down to 4 because it is a hot pick of the day. So we have black for you. We have your choice of red. We have this awesome retro turquoise, very hip and cool. And I really like this crisp white, but we are getting limited now in the white. So if you like that, do not wait. This is at a feature price of $349 and change, but guess what? We're going to give you our best easy pay plan. So order with a credit card. You break up that price into 6 monthly installments of $58 and not a dime or penny charged to you for shipping and handling because it is free. And we've made a lot of cool things.
Yes.
You're bringing us some new stuff, which I like.
Well, what I want to do is, just in case somebody just tuned in, we talked about how it did 13 different things, but one of those things was makes hot soup and hot sauce, and that's doing it without turning on the stove, getting any pots or pans at. So we're going to make 2 of our hot recipes that are in the book. We have our warm vanilla custard, again, a few simple ingredients, and then we have our tortilla soup, great time of year for tortilla soup. We're going to start these on the machines behind us, In 5 to 6 minutes, they're going to be steaming hot and delicious. And we're going to show you how the Vitamix transforms the recipe.
Did you hear that? 5 to 6 minutes to homemade chicken tortilla soup. From carrots that you just had in the refrigerator. From chicken maybe that was left over from last night's dinner. I mean, this is really taking food that's sitting in your fridge and transforming it into creations in an easy way. And I love it because think about it. It's just one thing then you have to clean up at the end of the day.
So while that's running, I'm going to show you a few other things. So we talked about before, it's how it's a processor, but it's also how Vitamix can help you create recipes that may seem complicated. And one of the things we're going to make here today is hummus. Right. So you buy hummus, it's like mystery. What is hummus?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it goes back to, like we said before, why buy something in the store when you don't know what's in it? You don't know how long it's been on the shelf, if there's preservatives, and also pay the extra money.
Sure.
Here we have, it's very basic, 2 cans of chickpeas, some toasted sesame, there's a little bit of garlic, some lemon, some seasonings. You put that in your Vitamix, okay?
Oh, so you didn't even go and buy tahini
No,
sauce
we didn't buy tahini.
because you're using the sesame
We're
seed.
using the sesame.
So this is totally homemade.
Correct. So now we're going to use our tamper, okay? And we're going to start this up. And literally, in a matter of seconds, this is going to start to take this down. And I want to show you something. We talked about it before. The Vitamix is, to me, it's like an extra chef in the kitchen. I've been in the restaurant business. I owned a restaurant. I've worked in a lot of restaurants. And what I love about this is it allows anybody, the home chef, to create the same decadent recipes that the chefs in professional kitchens are creating. And this is just about done in a matter of seconds. Now, depending on how you like your hummus, I like it really smooth. So I'm going to run this just a little longer. If you liked a little more texture, you would stop it. But literally, there you go. In a matter of seconds, we have homemade hummus. Now, we talked about it with the with the strawberry frozen yogurt we made. I want to talk about the flavor. You buy that hummus in the store, but I want you to tell me what this tastes like.
Well, first of all, I'm standing here. I can smell the garlic, which is my one call out because flavors are more intense when you use your Vitamix. When you're using garlic, depending on the kind of people in your family, you might want to be a little lighter on the garlic. We love it full blast.
That's right.
So, but your flavors are so much more intense. Now, I've never had the homemade hummus in this version because I've always kind of cheated and did the tahini.
And here's what's great. Drop in roasted peppers, and then you have roasted red pepper hummus. But what does that taste like?
It tastes like I went to my favorite Mediterranean restaurant and a chef made it for me. Honestly, it is that good. And here's the thing, though. The only problem is you'll never be able to eat store-bought again.
No.
That is incredible.
No, and and again, it took literally seconds to do, Stacey. And what I love about it, it's like I said before, every time you make a recipe with your Vitamix, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to make the next recipe. And you'll wind up using your Vitamix again and again and again. So we're going to make homemade vanilla ice cream. This is one of my favorites because you're not going through the ice cream parlor. So I want to show you. We're going to start this.
Okay.
So this is one of my favorite recipes that's on it. This is what we've done is we've taken low-fat milk and we frozen it into ice cubes. Okay.
And you could do coconut milk or almond
Coconut
milk.
milk. You could
right?
do chocolate milk. You could do anything. And all we're going to do is we're going to add this to the Vitamix where we have a little bit of vanilla and a little bit of cream here. And I want to show you how we're going to make what I think is one of the best vanilla ice creams. And again, this is your tamper we talked about, the only accessory that comes with your Vitamix, but it's going to allow you to do these things that you just cannot do with any other machine.
And I want to call out with the tamper because when I first got my Vitamix home, I was kind of babying it. I was afraid like, oh, I can't get near the blade, but that's completely wrong. This is meant to be really used.
That's right. You can go all the way in because it's designed. The machine is designed that it won't allow this to touch the blades. And now I can actually work. And again, this is power under load, and I'm really working this ice cream. And look at this. In a matter of seconds, you're gonna see 4 little mounds form. Excuse me, I get so excited. And look at this, frozen solid. Look at that gorgeous. This is ice cream, okay? Ice cream. And we didn't go to the store and buy it and pay $5-6 a pint, and we don't have all those artificial preservatives in it. And I want you to taste this.
Or all the added sugar. I mean, if you want sugar in it, That's up to you, but you don't have to, because again, it's the intense flavors that you're getting out of your Vitamix, out of your food. First of all, that went through like butter.
How good is that?
Oh my God.
Sprinkle some chocolate.
I feel like I went to the creamery and the cows are in the pasture, and I watched somebody hand churn it for hours. That's what that tastes like.
Beth called before. She said she's using it with her grandkids. When I make anything in the Vitamix, my kids sit around, they're excited. You know what's great about that? You're giving them delicious food, but it's wholesome. You use wholesome ingredients, and that's why Vitamix to me is so inspirational, and I love it and use it every day. So speaking of wholesome ingredients, we're always trying to get really healthier foods into our diet. I think everybody wants to. One of my favorite things is the Going Green smoothie, because you know what? We set out thinking we're going to make, or we're going to eat salads every day, we're going to eat spinaches, the kales, but it's kind of tough. Well, with this recipe, it's going to allow us to actually get it. So I want to start the machine again. Whole fruits and vegetables. With Vitamix, you don't have to worry about it. Turn it on, and in a matter of seconds, it immediately starts to pull those ingredients down. We talked about the 2 peak horsepower motor, spinning those blades at 28,000 revolutions per minute. The special stainless steel laser cut blades, all with our full 64-ounce capacity patented container. And again, hundreds of patents. The one I love the most is you can add ingredients while it's running. So we're going to take a piece of pineapple. We're going to drop that right in. We're going to drop in an apple again with the stem. And how about a little bit of ginger? This is a little variation of the recipe. It gives it a little bit of spice. And then I'm just going to cool this down a little bit. And we said before, when you have Vitamix and you're trying to get health into your diet, because things taste so good, you wind up actually looking forward to doing it. And that's what I love. It's like a support system to me. And I think this is just about done now. And you're going to see and taste what I think is one of the most delicious, healthy drinks.
Oh, I'm excited to try this, because I never put in the ginger with the smoothies that I've tried before.
So
and I'll tell you what, I don't know about your kids. My kids have never loved the color green so much.
No, and look, you could see just the texture. But again, we had spinach in here. We had pineapple with the core. Look at this here. There's nothing left in the bottom of that bowl. Okay, now if you put this through a juicer, if you remember before we talked about a juicer, what happens is you wind up throwing out the seed, pith, and pulp, and in this case, a lot of those great greens, all that nutrition, more of that nutrition is in that. Why throw it away when you can drink it, okay?
Okay.
So,
and then I think our soup's going to be done here real soon as I'm timing it. But the technology of what's happening inside, right?
Yes, it is. And I'm going to show you here. This is we talked about before. Yep. Actually, you're showing it. Just let's speak to that. The blades spin at such a high rate, Stacey. What happens is they created friction. And the friction in the food is what heats up the food. And that's because the design of the machine. It's the 2 horsepower motor now working with that canister, moving the ingredients. And as you can see, it's pushing them up and pulling them back down to the blades. And it does it at such a fast rate that it actually heats the ingredients
That's
up.
how it works.
It's friction.
See?
You know, like we said before, rub your hands together, they get warm. It's the same thing in the Vitamix. The speed of the machine.
And then again, it's just the smooth results
Smooth
and how
results.
there's just no chunks.
Nope.
There's no seeds. You're not going to taste any grit. It's just pure goodness. It's such a velvety texture. Look at how that rolls around the plate.
I mean, look at that. And that had leafy spinach. And I'm going to let you taste this because, again,
yes, please.
For me, to be able to drink greens in the morning, I know I've started my day the right way.
I was going to say, this is the best way to start your day.
While you taste that, I'm going to go check the soups.
Again, phenomenal. Ooh, and that ginger gives it just a little bit of zing. Love that. Love the fact that now we're making it one of the easiest ways for you to get your Vitamix home, offering you the lowest price on our full-size model. It's the Turbo 2-speed blender. And we have it for you in 4 colors. You're getting the cookbook, 271 recipes. You're getting the tamper, free shipping and handling, 6 easy payments of $58.33. The soup's on.
So here we go. Look at this 5 minutes ago. And look at that steaming hot. I just got a shot of steam in my face. That's because the Vitamix.
Getting a facial.
Exactly. The Vitamix did the work. Now we're gonna finish the soup in a second. I want to pour this warm custard just so you can see how decadent. Because I like to start with dessert first, but look at this. We said before, you're having a party, you're getting together. How about putting together a restaurant quality dessert in a matter of minutes. Vitamix does the work for you, but the taste, the texture, the flavors, they're all spot on. So that's dessert. Now the soup, this was one of the recipes we talked about. This is a tortilla soup, okay? So we're gonna add in, now you wanna get a little bit of texture in the soup. I'm gonna actually drop in a few ingredients, okay? I have whole pieces of chicken. I'm just gonna drop these in.
Okay, which easily could have been our grilled chicken from the night before.
And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it on low speed. And then I'm just gonna pulse this a little bit. I'm gonna pulse it a little bit because I actually wanna have a little bit of texture, okay? So that's the chicken.
Okay.
I'm gonna add in some of the tortilla chips. Again, a little bit of crunch. A little bit of jalapeno. A little bit of corn, okay? And then a touch of cheddar cheese, all right? And again, I'm just gonna pulse this because I wanna have some of that texture, and that's it, that's about it. I wanna taste some of the things, so you don't always have to puree your soups. Now let's see what this looks like. Oh, look at that. So now you can see you've got a little bit more texture to the soup. You're going to taste little bits of chicken, okay? So this is a soup now that you can kind of sink your teeth into. I'm going to put a little bit, just a dollop.
Oh, gotta have.
You got to have
some sour cream.
A little sour cream, a little bit of that cheese like we talked about, and then just put a little garnish, and look at that. Again,
perfect.
Does that look like something you whipped up in 5 minutes? It looks like you went to a restaurant,
Si,
right?
senor. Absolutely. Look at that. But again, just I love that you were able to do the texture, but look at the consistency through and through. There's no like big chunks left in there. This is just so good and fresh, and again, so flavorful because everything's intensified just simply by using the Vitamix. It's quite insane, really, and so is the value. The value here is incredible. I wish I got this offer on my Vitamix, but tell you what, paying full price I did years ago, it's still well worth it. And here's what you're getting. Remember, you're getting the Turbo 2-speed blender, you're getting the Creations Cookbook, you're getting the tamper, and you're getting it all on 6 easy payments of $58.33 with the free shipping and handling. We sold out of a color just yesterday. I'm down to black, red, turquoise, and you're seeing the white right there. That's very, very limited. If you want the white, I only have 150 remaining for the entire world. Already 3,600 now ordered just this week. Over 200 just in this show. It's very, very popular because people have been price comparing. They've been waiting around for this offer, and now is the time to get it because you won't find it at a lower price. Okay, now I'm going to stop so I can taste this delicious soup.
So you're tasting a soup. We're going to start, again, somebody that's just tuning in, we talked about all the things Vitamix would do. We're going to start 2 more hot soups. Again, the recipe book comes with this, so all of these recipes we provide, but you can experiment all you want. We have our garden pea soup, and then we have our carrot ginger soup.
Ooh, carrot ginger, that sounds awesome.
Room temp, these are pantry. Think about it. You're cleaning out your pantry, and you can make a delicious 5-star restaurant soup. 5 minutes, these are going to be steaming hot.
Okay, so he's going to do that. Again, there's that broccoli cheese soup that we made in the last half hour. So we made this, if you just tuned in. Here is beautiful pictures, too, to go along in your cookbook. And then we have chilled minted melon soup. Where's one with another picture? Here you go. How about a clam bisque Provincial? Ooh, gorgeous. So all of these recipes to get you started. Here's one for summer. Cold tomato soup with shrimp. How good does that look? So much you can do to help get you started, but use your imagination. And remember, it always comes down to some of the basics. I like to think for new moms, they love this because now they can get their apples, their carrots, their peas, and instead of buying the jarred baby food, make their own.
It is. It's so simple. Here, all we have is a couple of pounds of organic apples that we sliced, okay? You know, you think about what's the ingredient in a food that's good for you? People always say, well, the ingredients should just be the food itself. So here we have just apples. That's it. Again, the tamper, we talked about it. Your one and only accessory is going to allow you to do these things. Simply turn your Vitamix on. And now we're just going to push this down and into the blades, okay? And what's happening is we're going to actually start to puree these apples, and it only takes a matter of a few seconds.
Incredible. I could never do that in a regular blender. You would burn out the motor.
And look at this. It's starting to actually turn this into applesauce. And you know what I love about it? We left the skins on this. So Stacey, you get all that nutrition, all the fiber, all the things that are good. And literally in less than 30 seconds, you now have perfect, beautiful applesauce. Now I want to show you this. Okay? We're going to put a little in here. And you said it, if you're a mother that really wants to give just pure, natural ingredients to your kid, or my kids love applesauce, sprinkle a little cinnamon on there, and
Good
you have
call.
a great, if you're barbecuing, this is a great side dish. Listen, I still love applesauce. Simple,
So do
easy,
I.
delicious.
Absolutely. And you know what? I've seen applesauce sold in the pouches, that kids can take to go. But you know what? You ever taste some of that stuff? It doesn't quite taste like
It's got to be, a lot of that stuff has to be preserved.
picked from the orchard apple that just did right there. Again, the texture's beautiful. It's nice and smooth. That one's a little bit creamy the way you did it, which I really like.
And we didn't add anything, no sugar, nothing, just the apples.
You don't need to. Again, because fresh is flavor.
Now, if you were watching before and you saw that list, one of those things you saw was meat grinder. It's a meat grinder. How is it a meat grinder?
This was something I didn't think of when I bought my Vitamix.
How about making your own homemade hamburger meat, okay? So it starts off with the processing of the Vitamix. We're actually going to use it, instead of getting a knife out, we're going to use it to chop the onions, okay? So we're going to turn it on low.
So no more tears.
So I'm going to actually, no more
Right?
tears. I'm going to turn the machine on, and I'm going to quickly drop in 3 onions, okay? In a matter of, what was that, 5 seconds? We've
Maybe.
chopped the onion,
Woo!
okay?
I smell it, baby.
Okay, so now I didn't have to get my knife out, okay? Now I'm going to add some chuck meat. And again, no more worrying about the pink slime in the ground meat you buy in the store. Cut up your old leftover steaks, or if you buy a less expensive cut, you get that steak burger, okay? Put in the meat. Now, a little bit of cheddar cheese.
Burger?
A little bit of cheddar cheese,
Now,
okay?
that's my speed right
Put
there.
that in. And now, again, take your tamper. Pardon me. Okay, low speed. And now we're just going to quickly grind this. And in a matter of seconds, we've actually just made hamburger meat. Now let's see what this looks like.
That's unbelievable, because what you spend in the store to get a pre-ground patty
So,
is expensive.
so now you have that homemade burger. It's going to taste, again, we talked about taste. Everything's just going to pop when you use Vitamix because it's fresh ingredients, it's wholesome ingredients, and that's what I love about it. And again, we made some applesauce as a side. We made a hamburger, fresh hamburger. It's cocktail time.
Oh, I always love cocktail time.
How about a strawberry daiquiri? We talked before about how so many of the machines out there just don't crush the ice, and how all the restaurants that were surveyed for 8 years in a row, Vitamix was voted best in class as a blender in the industry, hotels and restaurants. And the reason is because no other machine gives the blend, and that's why they use it. They're charging you $8, $10 a drink. So we're going to make a homemade frozen strawberry daiquiri. So all we have is some fresh strawberries,
Okay.
our liquor,
Okay.
and some frozen strawberries because we want it to be nice and cold.
Smells like
That's simple.
rum.
Smell good?
Smell like rum. Yeah, it smells good.
So again, we turn on the Vitamix because the power of the machine pulls the ingredients down. It's going to give you that blend that the other machines don't. When you go to a restaurant that uses Vitamix, this is what you get, and this is the reason they use it. Look at this. Look at this.
And watch the pour.
Watch this
This
pour,
is what we
okay?
call the money shot
This is,
in
to
television. It's
me,
beautiful.
unbelievable. Look at this.
Perfect. In under 30 seconds. And here's the thing. This isn't something that you're going to have to replace
Look at that.
in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years. So you look at that cost and you spread that out over a lifetime with this machine. That's the value right there, and it doesn't get any better than this, because today we finally are able to offer you a full size at the lowest price ever. Cheers. I don't like drinking alone.
That's all right, but you know what? I'm going to pour the rest of this out, okay? And I'm going to show you the cleanup while you take a sip, okay?
Okay. Well, that's
So-
fair. You've got to do some work here.
You know, and this is another reason all those restaurants choose to use it. Again, you just put a little bit of water in this, and the Vitamix was designed to clean itself, okay? Turn the machine on, and the design of the machine throws the water or the soap up, and in seconds, all we have to do is rinse this, and we have actually cleaned,
You never have to get your hand near the blade.
never near the blade, and it's ready to go for your next drink. Keep your guests happy. because you don't have to go to the kitchen to clean it. And that's another reason I love it, because again, I love preparing. I hate cleaning.
I hear you. And here's what I like about this. The Vitamix, just leave it out on your counter. Don't put it away in a cabinet or cupboard, because you'll be using it a lot. And when you see it right there, it's there to greet you. Morning smoothies, lunchtime you want to make some really incredible salad dressings. I mean, nothing's better than a great fresh vinaigrette to make that salad spark with flavor. You know, your soups, hot and cold. I love to make, I do 2 different soups. I have this great asparagus soup that I make hot. And then I love to do a cold avocado soup with a little creme fraiche on it.
When's the dinner invitation?
I will invite you over. Yes. We'll match our calendars.
So again, 5 minutes ago, you said it before. Basic ingredients from the pantry. Look at this, steaming hot, ready to go. Recipes that you don't have to struggle with the stove. Get your pots and pans out. This, to me, is one of my favorite. Look at this. This is one of those silky soups. Again, that takes some basic ingredients, but the Vitamix does something really special to me. It creates a texture and a marriage of flavors that are so unique that you get this mouthfeel that just makes you warm inside. So I'm going to let you taste this. This is I love this. You would never think, in my opinion, a carrot soup would taste so heavenly.
Ooh, I can't wait for this. And again, look at this color. Isn't it crazy?
What do you think?
Okay. I've now found my favorite soup. This,
honestly,
I can't believe the flavor. I mean, this tastes like something out of a fancy Thai restaurant. It is fabulous. I have to have another bite. Hold on. Nobody else is going to eat this. I double dipped. I double dipped.
And again, what your reaction is, that excitement.
Can I take that home later? Please package that up. I'll take that home and eat it for breakfast after my shift. But you're right, and that's the reaction you get from your family. As you know, when you serve something like this, you know, you might say, "Oh, I'm going to make some soup tonight," and everybody goes, "Ah, yeah, soup."
Yep.
But then you create it in the Vitamix, and you create something different, like this carrot ginger soup, or even if it's a standard broccoli cheddar, and then they taste it, and it's like, okay, what restaurant did you run to and get takeout, and then pretend that you made it? I mean, that's the reaction, because it's so flavorful.
And this is the soup we talked about too. One of the great things I love about Vitamix is being able to put ingredients to the top. This is the garden pea. We don't want that thoroughly pureed soup, so now we're going to add some ingredients. I'm going to add some carrots, okay? So we want to give that color and that little bit of texture, and I'm also going to add some ham. And here's the thing, you don't see me dicing the ham, it's just a big piece of ham I'm dropping in, putting in the other ham, and then just a little special sauce here. And then we are going to put this on low and just give it a couple of quick pulses, because we don't want it to be pureed. You see those carrots are still nice and textural in the soup.
I like that.
And now,
and it's brilliant how they designed the lid to be able to add ingredients as you go.
Look at this. Look at this. You see the carrots in there? Now that looks like a pea soup. And Stacey, we talked about it. To be able to put something together like this in 5 minutes and to have the quality we have,
it's insane.
Look at this. It's, you know,
it's the same time as it takes to get your can out of the cupboard, open it up with the can opener, pour it in the bowl, nuke it in the microwave, take it out, and then you got to sit there and wait and blow on it for another 2 minutes because it's overly hot. I mean, it's the same amount of time.
Same amount of time, and the result and the quality of the taste is night and day. And you know what? Like you said, we're using leftover ingredients. It's just amazing.
I love it. And it's an amazing time to be able to get yours because, again, it is our lowest price full-size Vitamix we've ever offered here at QVC. $349.96 is your feature price. That goes away at the end of the day. So does the free shipping and handling. You get to break this up into monthly payments, 6 monthly payments of $58.33. Here are your color choices. Remember, you're getting the cookbook with 271 recipes, everything from soups, beverages, breads, desserts, sorbets, you name it, to even like all of those fun appetizers. Here's your tamper. Then you have your choice of the black, nice and classic. I think great Father's Day gift. Here's a red, if you like red in your kitchen. Here's that retro turquoise, and then my super limited white. I have less than 100 of the white available. The item number to order, K43087. And let me just quick mention one more time that with our special offer on the full-size Vitamix, you can now buy the 32-ounce dry container. This is, again, if you want to make homemade breads. This will need dough for you. It comes with the cookbook itself. This is a $50 value that you can get today. But if you go to QVC.com, it retails for $144, so that's a $90+ savings if you grab this while you're getting your full speed Vitamix. It's nice to have both, I'm just saying. So, and remember, this is a company that stands by its product. The warranty is unbeatable.
Unbeatable. You know what? Like I said before, in business since 1921, a family-owned company. If this is your first Vitamix purchase, when you buy your Vitamix, you're getting a full 5-year limited manufacturer's warranty that states in writing, if anything, and it's very unlikely, should happen to your Vitamix under normal household use, Vitamix will replace it or fix it for free. All you need to do is send it back to Cleveland, Ohio, which is where they service and build all the Vitamixes. They'll fix it, replace it, and ship it back to you. They'll pay the shipping standard both ways, so it costs you nothing. But again, it's a machine that really is going to last you a lifetime. It's unlike any other. We've shown you how you can use it in 13 different appliances. You're going to use it all the time, and you're going to wonder why you waited so long.
So come on, join the club of 650,000 QVC customers who picked up their Vitamix here. We're having a lot of fun with it. We want you to. So enjoy. The item number one more time to order, K43087. Rick Roman.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. No, hugs for this because you fed me well. Gotta love that. All right, he's leaving. I'm staying. I've got the Today's Special Value coming up just in time for all of our summer celebrations. It is our best find of the day. I'll be right back.